welcome to my channel. I'm going to do a reaction video to the most expensive house in Park City, Utah. Let's music. Park City, Utah. The reason I love Utah is the weather. There's like 4 seasons. There's winter, spring, summer. You get all the seasons here, which is awesome. So when the seasons change, your style also changes, because with summer you're wearing shorter clothing, a lot looser fitting clothing. In winter you're covering yourself in a jacket, like a puffer vest or a puffer jacket, which is interesting because you get to change your style, and I love it. The only problem with Utah is I do not like driving in the snow. But let's go. I love Utah. And look at that landscape. The water feature. Look at that. Well, that's Park City, Utah for you, because there's a lot of things you can see out here. There's a lot of trees, lots of green. You do see a lot of yellow when fall comes around, which looks awesome.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Park City, Utah. Home right behind me is currently on the market for $35 million, which makes it the most expensive home for sale in the city. Now, you may be asking yourself, Enes, didn't you tour an amazing property a few months ago in the city that was more expensive? And you'll be correct, but that home sold for a
Okay, so I guess what I'm watching right now is the most expensive home on the market right now. The other house that sold for a record-breaking amount has already sold, so it's no longer on the market.
Record-breaking price, no longer on the market, and that's why this property with a $35 million price tag is the most expensive home for sale in the city. Stunning modern architecture, built on an extremely private 5.4 acre lot, amazing indoor-outdoor flow. We have a water feature that runs through the entire property, and I love how it's integrated to the surroundings, where it brings the natural beauty of Park City to the interiors. Here are the rest of the specs, and before we start, I want to give big thanks to the listing agent, Paul Benson, for giving us the honor to tour his amazing listing and share it with all of you. And now, let's begin.
Yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. Cool thing about Utah, you do see quite a bit of rainbows. It could be raining, but the sun is up and you'll see rainbows. On a couple of hikes I've been on, I've seen rainbows, and they're just awesome. It just starts in the middle of nowhere and ends in the middle of nowhere. By a waterfall, and there's like a cool breeze that comes off of the waterfall, and even the sound of the waterfall is so relaxing. I could just probably sit there, lay there right next to the waterfall and just relax.
This home is located in the White Pine Ranches neighborhood in the city. There are only 12 homes here, so the setting is extremely private. Then we have your gates opening up to your long private driveway that brings you up to the property. As you drive in, you see beautiful landscaping, mature trees, and you get a glimpse of the modern architecture of this property. Cantilevered roof lines, perfect indoor-outdoor integration, and on the lower level we have access to your 4-car garage where the homeowners store their tractor. I'll cover that detail later. And lastly, driveway curves around and brings you to this point where we have the spacious motor court. Our surroundings are incredible. We're here in Park City, Utah, and it feels awesome to be here.
Yeah, it's always nice to be in Park City. This time we're here in the summertime, and it's a totally different kind of feel. Obviously we love it in the wintertime, but We love it in the summertime also.
Absolutely. And this house feels like it's literally in the middle of a forest. We don't see any neighbors. It's so private. 5.4 acres.
That's just awesome. It's like out there. It's private. There's nothing really around you. There's like 12 houses in that whole neighborhood, which is freaking awesome because you're not going to see your neighbors really at all.
And you get a lot for your money, and we're currently on the motor court right now. Super spacious, plenty of space for parking. And on this side we have the second set of 4-car garages here, and there's a section here that actually cantilevers out, which is a perfect place for you to park your car. That way you can showcase it, and at night that space looks awesome. Now, coming to this section, if you look at the house, it looks a little bit deceiving from this angle because we're actually on the top floor right now. It has a reverse floor plan in a way. We have the common areas on the top floor, including the primary bedroom, and on the lower level we have the entertainment space, few of the guest quarters, and the amazing backyard. Coming this way, we see amazing views throughout.
The benefits of living clear out there too is once it gets really dark outside, you can see the stars because it doesn't get interrupted by the city lights or lights everywhere. It looks awesome. If you could get a chance, go out in the mountain area. When it gets dark, look up. If you're away from the city, you see stars, and it looks awesome. And even right now, it looks awesome because you see a blue skies, some clouds.
The way they connected the courtyard to the front door is super unique. It's a floating bridge, and underneath that we have a water feature with multiple streams that runs through the property. I mean, this is gorgeous. Look around us. Architectural lines, stacked stone, siding design. That's another bridge connecting the main wing to the primary bedroom suite, which is the entire right corner. Then you have mature trees, elevation differences, rocks, poured from concrete walls. List goes on and on and on. This is such an impressive first impression as you walk to your front door. I don't think we've ever seen a setting like this before.
No, this is incredible. I love the sound of the water throughout the whole house. You'll see as we walk through, you just get these kind of glimpses of waterfall sounds everywhere.
Absolutely. And this house reminds me of the Falling Water Estate in Pennsylvania, designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. And I see that because that house is built around the river and it's so well integrated to its surroundings, just like this home. So I wanted to point that out. And now, continuing our tour here, this bridge takes us to the covered entry, fire feature on my right hand side. Again, stacked stone, siding details throughout, massive picture windows throughout the property, and we have the Fleetwood front door opening up to your space. As soon as you walk in, you see these awesome views of the mountain, and we have the primary bedroom suite and the office on this wing. But first, I want to bring everybody here. Staircase on our left hand side going down to the lower level, picture window facing the front, chandelier above, and we have this stacked stone wall coming from the outside all the way to the interior. And here we are in the great room. This space is phenomenal, gets great light. Dining area, chandelier above, and behind that we have a glass enclosed wine cellar here that can hold up to 1,000 bottles. Really complements the space. And right next to that we have a door opening up to an outdoor dining area that's front facing that we will cover in a bit. Now coming here, this is your main seating area. Furniture looks great, board form concrete fireplace, and this one is actually electronic, meaning you can come here and shut it off and push of a button, ignite it back on.
Super cool.
Absolutely. And we have a marble coffee table in the center. This space is super open, super cozy, and by the way, all the furniture is included with the sale of this property, so I wanted to mention that. Limestone floors, amazing views of the surroundings, sliding glass doors open up, and yeah, we have the dining area, wine cellar, seating setup, kitchen here that we are going to see in a bit. And now I want to take everybody outside. So we have this cantilevered balcony here, which is an amazing outdoor space, and throughout the home we have a lot of concrete patios, lower level patios and balconies. They're all heated, which is great. During winter it makes it easy for you to use. And look at our
heated concrete. That would just be amazing.
Surroundings here. I mean, views are absolutely breathtaking. We have Iron Mountain right in front of us, ski runs, chairlifts, trails, and you live in this extremely private setting, and this home is located at the base of the colony at White Pine Canyon, and we don't have any public ski runs right next to this property, but it comes with a recorded easement where you can drive 2 minutes from this property, park your four-wheeler or your utility vehicle, and you can access Tombstone Chairlift, which is one of the most popular chairlifts we have in the city. I'm sure this place looks a whole lot different during winter, but that's the Tombstone Chairlift that takes you all the way up to the top. Then around the corner we have the Timberline Chairlift that takes you to Iron Mountain, and around the corner we have another lift that takes you to Kenny's Village. This is pretty awesome, and yeah, this is it. That way you can get your skiing done over there. But
Yeah, so if you love skiing, snowboarding, that would be awesome. The sad thing is I've been in Utah forever, and I've only snowboarded once and never skied. It's something I always wanted to do. It's just I've never gotten around to do it. But one day.
Back to your property, you live in this extremely private and serene environment. This is awesome.
Yeah, this is great. Again, I always say this, we need to go skiing at some point.
Absolutely. Maybe winter episode. We have to go skiing.
It has to be winter.
I know we keep coming to Park City way too often now and don't ski. So
Yeah.
we have to change that.
Yeah.
And before I leave here, this backyard is amazing. Obviously, we're going to see it in a bit. Surroundings, we actually just saw a deer before we started shooting. And we have the water feature around the corner. We're also going to see that once we get down to the backyard. Now, let's wrap around the patio. You have another section here. This section comes with a wood-burning fireplace, super cozy, different view corridors. I mean, look at this. How awesome is this?
Yeah, it's great. I love that smell. It's just like that smell reminds me of the mountains always, you know?
Yeah.
This place
Actual fireplace, once it's burning, the smell smells so good. But if you're around it too long, the smell comes home with you and you smell it everywhere. But the smell I like, it's like a smoky smell to it. Especially, I really like fireplaces making s'mores. They're just awesome.
place feels so raw. You feel so grounded and connected to the nature here. Our surroundings. That's the cantilevered garage section here. Architectural lines. Such an amazing property.
It's incredible.
All right, let's continue. Now,
Oh, yeah. With marshmallows, I hear it pronounced a couple of ways, like mallows or marshmallows. And I hear mallows a lot. Is that the correct way to say it now?
this door can take all of us back inside. We're right next to the seating area here. And next to that, we have the open kitchen, island in the center. We have the breakfast nook around the corner with amazing views. And then we have this section here where on the other side, it's actually cabinetry servicing the wine cellar. And over here, we have a 60-inch TV. And I just like how the corners are clad with these blackened steel panels, which gives you that industrial look. Same limestone floors are also here, and we have these limestone countertops, which are the same material, but on countertops they have this leathered finish. Dual elevation here, bar seating kicks out, and I want to talk about a detail here. Obviously, this bar seating with the waterfall edge is all solid piece of wood, and if you look on the ceiling and compare the finish there versus this, you can see a lot of the veins and knots here, versus ceilings are so clean, you don't see any knots. And that was by design because they wanted the house to have this very minimalist and clean look. So I wanted to point that out. Now, coming back to the kitchen, darker cabinetry, flat panel with built-in handles. Island is here with an induction cooktop. Behind me, we have the paneled freezer and fridge, built-in appliances, all Gaggenau, and you have a gas cooktop here with a hood vent above, all custom design, and they use the same blackened
And gas cooktops. I really like cooking on gas cooktops. I've cooked on induction. I still prefer gas overall, but they have both, so you can use either one. Gas cooktops. I really like cooking on gas cooktops. I've cooked on induction. I still prefer gas overall, but they have both, so you can use either one. Which ones would you guys prefer?
Steel to wrap the vents. Coming this way, we have the farm sink, 2 dishwashers. First one here, second one on this side, and this kitchen comes with the 3 dishwashers because we have another one in the butler's pantry. Overall, great space integrated into your living room.
And that farm sink, it's something I always wanted to put into one of my houses. I never did, 2 dishwashers. For some people, could be 2 storage compartments. Just depends who you are.
Into these amazing views. Now, around the corner, we have this opening, taking us to the mud room. A lot of built-in cabinetry. This door opens up to the 4-car garage that is right next to the motor court. And coming here, we have a really interesting. You see a lot of elevators in the homes that we tour, but this one, you press the button here, it automatically opens the door and the curtain. You step inside, you don't touch anything. You press the floor that you want to go to, and it closes everything for you.
I like that.
Pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Clean design. There you go. It's happening already.
Awesome.
All right, going this way, additional built-in cabinetry, and we have the butler's pantry here, espresso machine, wine dispenser, your second sink, your third dishwasher. Is it weird for me to like dishwashers a lot?
I feel like that's a common running theme in the channel. You
Yes.
just love your dishwashers, but
Espresso machines.
yeah.
I mean, it's just such a great convenience. When you have a big home like this, you're going to entertain. Put as many dishwashers as possible. Anywhere you have sink, you can easily put 2. And to give everybody a little bit of context, when you have a dishwasher, you need to have a plumbing line that you can connect to. And every time you have a sink, that means you already have the plumbing line. Come on, guys, do it.
I know you just moved into a new house and you finally have 2 dishwashers in your house. How do you feel about that?
And 2 sinks. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And you have additional cabinetry and built-in appliances here. Great space. Now, we're not done here because we have this door opening up to a front-facing covered patio space. And this section here is awesome. Couple of reasons. Number one, you're right next to the water feature. So the sound, views are absolutely gorgeous. And then you have this picnic table right in the center, chandelier above, fire pit here. Something about this space is so cozy. Again, it's facing the courtyard. You have the water feature, built-in barbecue area here. I don't know. It's just an awesome space. So I want to take you guys out here. Now, I actually want to take everybody back to the entry foyer so we can continue our tour on the right wing. We have the office and the primary bedroom suite here. And the door on our right-hand side opens up to a powder room. This powder room is really special. Obviously, we have the floating vanity design here, vessel sink, but more importantly, you have this amazing corner glass facing the water features off of the entry. Look at this view.
It's an awesome view. Just waking up to that, seeing water features, seeing the pine trees, greens, that's just awesome.
Who gets an amazing view like this in their powder room?
Yeah, and not even like a bedroom powder room. This is just off of the entry.
Off of the entry for the common areas.
Yeah.
On the main floor.
Really good, really nice.
Amazing, just amazing. All right, let's continue. Going back to the hallway, we have wood clad ceilings. Obviously, you feel very connected to the outdoors, even on the hallways. And we have this opening taking us to the office. Now, this office is designed in a really clever way where we have the fireplace that's 3-sided right in the center. Looks awesome. You have sandstone and blackened steel, then stacked stone on the other side. And I got to give huge credit to the architect here because he could have designed this room with all glass walls, but instead he anchored the fireplace right in the center, and he still put massive glass panels in the right spaces so you get to enjoy the outdoors, feel connected, but yet you don't feel like you're in a glass box because you want to enjoy the outdoors. It shows that he put a lot of thought into designing this house and its view corridors, and this room, just like the rest of the house, feels very, very cozy. We have the first marble table here, another one on the other side, built-in cabinetry, and he even placed these motorized awning windows, which means push of a button, you can just open them up and let fresh air come into this room. Another water feature here. This is a super cool office.
Yeah, I feel like it's just very serene. I would say I wouldn't get much work done here, but I feel like it's there's kind of a sense of zen in this room, you know?
You would get so much work done here.
Yeah.
As soon as you get stressed out, you look outside and you just come back to peace and tranquility.
That's right.
Amazing space, amazing space. Moving on, going back to the hallway. Now we have the primary bedroom at the end, and this is another floating bridge design. That way you feel still connected to the outdoors. And talking about setting the mood as you go into your primary bedroom. I mean, this is incredible. You have water features on each side, and we have this door opening up to your primary bedroom suite. Now, off of the entry, we have the seating area here. Again, glass walls facing the views, double-sided fireplace, and I just love how it carries the sandstone, blackened steel, and stacked stone detail on both sides. TV here, and around the corner, we have a wet bar, reverse osmosis, drinking water. Nice and convenient. You have 2 refrigerator drawers here, sink, some open cabinetry, and going this way, we go into the bedroom area, king size bed, wood paneled back walls, motorized awning windows on each side. Then you have sliding glass doors opening up to your private patio dedicated for the primary bedroom, double-sided fireplace, TV. And before we go outside, and by the way, views from this balcony is amazing. I actually want to take everybody this way. This is where we have the 2 walk-in closets. You can access them on each side, and going through this opening, we have the double vanities here, marble countertops, vessel sinks. It's nice and open. Then you have this texture wall here, creating some separation between the walk-in shower and freestanding tub, and this part of the bathroom here. Going this way, first water closet, and this is the first walk-in closet, built-in cabinetry, LED lit mirror, window design above. And going this way, this hallway takes us to the freestanding tub. And can we take a moment here to soak in these views? This is gorgeous. I saw this section for the first time yesterday, and I was so blown away by it that I had to put an Instagram reel up because
It's awesome.
it's just incredible.
We've seen a lot of tubs and a lot of homes on this channel.
A lot of views.
A lot of views of different cities.
See the water, see the trees, flowers. That's just awesome.
And, you know,
All around the world.
yeah, different types of terrain. And this might be the coolest one. It feels like you're just next to a creek, and it's just so peaceful and relaxing.
Just this frame alone here, I mean, it feels like you're in the middle of a forest, which you kind of are, but it just looks incredible. And normally I don't really do suggestions on our channel, but if I were to change anything in this bathroom, what I would do is take out this glass paneling here and put accordion glass doors to really open up this space of the outdoors, and put a concrete pad there, or like a brick pad, so you can literally just...
But the only issue is, if someone knew about this house, they could be creeping in the trees or something. But it's probably clear out there. It's not even worth it, but...
open up the section and be in your tub right next to your water feature.
I don't usually make suggestions based on your suggestions, but I wouldn't put a concrete pad there. I just make it grass.
Well, like whatever, like something that you can comfortably step on
Yeah.
and like go to the outdoors and really bring in the outdoors into your bathroom. Absolutely gorgeous. Regardless, this frame is one of my favorites in this house, and that's why we had to take a minute to explain it to you guys. Now, right next to that, we have the walk-in shower. 3 rain heads, chrome fixtures, definitely good size. And coming this way, we have another hallway here connecting us to the second water closet, and again, built-in cabinetry, window detail on this side. And it doesn't end here because we have a staircase taking us to the upper level where we have another massive walk-in closet with a laundry room where you have washers and dryers, 2 of each. And it's just a great addition and dedicated to the primary bedroom suite. Awesome bedroom, just awesome. Now let's go outside because I want to take everybody out to the balcony. Again, we're back in the bedroom, and you have your sliding glass doors opening up to this heated patio space. It feels like we're in the middle of a forest. And look at your backyard, look at your house, architectural lines, water feature down below me, your zero edge pool, surroundings. We literally have wildlife around us. There's a seasonal creek down below, which we'll show to you guys in a bit. This house is so impressive, and something about the way it's positioned on this lot, you just feel very connected to the outdoors. And that wraps our tour here on the top floor. Now let's go to the lower level so we can check out the backyard. Now, let's go check out the lower level. On the right wing, we have this door opening up to the gym. I love these high-placed windows where you can see the water feature off of the entry. And we have this hallway taking us to the biggest guest quarters that we have on this level, facing the backyard.
That gym seems like it was just cardio machines, which works for some people. But I like using weights too.
Comes with a full bathroom, and we're going to see that space in a bit. Now, coming back here off of the landing, we have the family room. This is a perfect space where you can entertain, go to your backyard, have a drink at your bar. It's just all open. Around the corner, we have a dining area or your poker table, depending on your taste and what you want to do with the space. It's all facing the views, chandelier above, And the seating section here faces the TV with a sound bar down below, some built-ins, and this board form concrete fireplace is wood burning, which is awesome. We have the lock stash on the left, blackened steel, concrete, oak hardwood floors, just like the top floor. This space feels very cozy and is connected to the outdoors thanks to these sliding glass doors. We're gonna see the backyard in a bit. And now I wanna talk about the bar, dual elevation, concrete countertops, sink, ice maker, refrigerator drawers, beer tap, bar seating, pendant lights above. You'll literally have everything you need here. TV on the back with some open shelving. Great amenity that complements the lower level. Now, let's go through this hallway so we can check out some of the other rooms that we have on this wing. Door on my left opens up to the spa, massage tables, another high-placed window facing the water feature off of the entry, sauna, steam shower, and around the corner we have some built-ins. And my favorite detail here is the warming drawer. That way you can have warm towels. Love details like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. As we go through the lower level, when we were talking to one of the agents here, he told us that every window is oriented in a way that you can see one of the water features. So I thought that was really cool.
Hats off to the architect.
I like that more than the warming drawer myself.
Warming drawer is just kind of nice. Even the thought of it, it's like, when you get on a plane, they give you a warm towel. It just feels good.
Yeah, on business class.
On business class.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting into too many details. All right, let's continue our talk. Another board form concrete wall that serves as a feature wall. Around the corner, we have the powder bathroom. Love the fabrication with the sink, stacked stone on the back, and yeah, powder room for this level. Around the corner, we have the second guest suite facing the side of the property. Comes with a king-size bed, built-in closets. Around the corner, we have a full bathroom, floating vanity, 2 sinks, corner shower, and I just love the natural stones and the wood tones that they use in this bathroom. Now, going back to the hallway, we have this barn door opening up to the laundry room on this level.
I do like barn doors. It's something I've always wanted to install because of the sliding, and it's kind of like, it just like covers something, but it's not like saying, do not come in. It's more like, feels like more of a, if you want your privacy, you just close it. It's something, I don't know, I don't get the appeal of it, but it's something I want.
Dryer, sink, and next to that, another bedroom. This one is the bunk room. We have 4 bunks in total, just like you mentioned earlier. Another awning window facing the water feature. These bunk beds are really tall.
That reminds me, when I was littler, I had a bunk bed with my sister. The bunk on the top was not that stable, and it would fall through sometimes. So we had someone build it so there were boards going across so it wouldn't fall through. So that protected my sister from me falling on her all the time, which was nice. But those beds, how they were designed was interesting, and I think eventually we just broke those beds because as kids we loved jumping on them.
They all have their built-in reading lights, chrome ladders, pretty fancy, and of course this room comes with a full bathroom, corner shower, floating vanity, and they're just like the tile choice here. It's a little playful since this room was, I guess, designed for the kids. Now, going back to the hallway, what else we have left? Oh, this section is really fun. So this is your ski prep area, meaning you have your boot warmers here. This is where you can hang your jackets, and we have this door here going down to the lower level garage, which is super spacious. You have heated floors, built-in cabinetry, ski racks. That way, not only you can store your cars here, you can store your tractor, which is what they're doing right now, and all your ski gear. This is your easy access to the outdoors.
What do they use the tractor for?
Well, to clean up the driveway.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Well, they clean up the driveway if they need to, and all the courtyards and the patio spaces are heated. Push over a button, you can just melt the snow.
It's awesome.
Pretty cool, right? And that's it for this wing. Now, let's go check out the backyard. Now, let's talk about this amazing backyard. We just sort of found room, sliding glass doors, take you to the outdoors. First, let's cover the zero edge pool. They recently plastered this pool, a little bit on the modern side, just like the house itself. You have the spire on the corner, motorized cover. That way you can just close this off and retain the heat because this is also a heated pool. So I wanted to mention that. You have natural stone all around it.
Here,
And
in winter, if you get into a heated pool, it feels awesome. I've never done it before. I just hear that it's really relaxing to do. So one day.
And another detail that I really like about this house is the fact that they kept the land quite original, meaning they could have easily placed a massive retaining wall here and flattened this entire backyard, but instead they kind of let the landscape and the natural, I guess, textures of this land dictate the landscaping, which is awesome. We have a seasonal stream down below us, and Mikey, let's show this to everyone. How cool is this? I mean, it's running right now. It's a little bit slow, obviously, during spring. Apparently, it's really powerful.
Yeah, when the snow's melting, apparently this is just
Rushing through.
another massive water feature running through here.
This is your backyard. We have deer around, wildlife, trees, water features. I mean, this is just so gorgeous.
And something y'all don't know from watching this video is it smells incredible out here. It smells like pine trees.
Oh, yeah. If you go out to nature hiking, it smells awesome outside. It smells the freshness and the flowers and the pine tree. It smells really good. It's really refreshing.
I don't know. It just smells like the holidays almost, you know?
To me, what's so impressive about this house is the fact that you're 10 minutes from the city, but it feels like you're living in a forest on your own. We don't see anything, no civilization, and you're 25 minutes away from a private airport, 30 minutes away from Salt Lake City Airport, International Airport, and this is your setting. Pretty awesome. Now let's talk about the house itself. Again, modern design, a lot about their spaces, and this particular shot right here reminded me of the Falling Water Estate in Pennsylvania. We talked about it at the entry because that house also has a river running underneath it where it cantilevers over the river, and look at the primary bedroom suite and the water feature and the surroundings. So gorgeous. I really like this house.
Yeah,
I can't stop talking about it.
If I lived here, I would feel like I'd leave my windows open all the time just so I could hear that sound, you know?
Absolutely. Gorgeous setting. Continuing our tour, we have around the corner is the guest suite that we mentioned earlier. Literally sliding glass doors open up to the water feature, and stacked stone, siding design, corner glass windows. And I guess this is the main part of the water feature. The two streams that we saw for the entry connect to this section here. Then you have another stream here. Primary bedroom suite. You have the bridge on the other side. I'm out of words. This is so cool.
It's really nice.
Yeah, without a doubt, one of the coolest homes we've toured on this channel. And that's it for our tour. But of course, let's fast forward 3 more hours so we can see this place at dusk.
Seriously, when you see the sun setting, it just looks amazing because of the colors that you see outside. I know some of the colors caused by pollution, but
Alright everyone, that's it for the tour. Stunning property. And
if you could, just follow Enes and follow me. Hit the like, subscribe button. It's a beautiful place, and Utah is a great place to live. For me, personally, I really like Utah just because of the nature, the smells you get when you're hiking or going out to hike. It's just amazing. Yeah, Utah is a great place to live. It's a great place to just get outdoors. Hit the like, subscribe button, and subscribe to Enes, subscribe to me. Go on hikes, relax. If you love skiing, snowboarding, in winter, there's an activity for that.